Well, good morning, everybody. I thought we'd do a little garden show this morning. These are some of the plants I've been growing for my lazy garden. The plan is to have some plants for the balcony like I've had in years previous, but to plant stuff in areas that are growing wild, vacant lots, and places where there's already plants growing up on fences and stuff that aren't being taken care of, and just find different places in the area. I can put some edible plants out in the neighborhood that will pretty much take care of themselves, which is why I call it lazy gardening. The process has been difficult this year because I used some soil from Kellogg's, the potting soil, and the plants, they grew for like they germinated, but then they stopped. So between June, July, and August, just stuff wouldn't grow except for Moringa. So I got some new soil, and this is what's happening. This is the Jicama. I've never used it or planted it or even eaten it before, but it's a very interesting plant. The leaves and seeds are poisonous, but the root is delicious. If you have deer or a lot of animals that eat your plants, this would be a good plant to grow, because most animals and insects leave it alone. Also, the nematodes don't bother because it has rotenone in it, but it's a very safe edible plant, and supposed to be delicious. I've never eaten it before, but it pretty much takes care of itself. It is a very easy plant to grow. It's a vining plant, so you would want to put it near a wall or something, a fence, a trellis that would grow. Be much easier. Now the second plant is also a vining plant. It's passion fruit, and this particular one is a variety. It's a purple one. It's supposed to be very tasty. I haven't eaten it before either. Now this one is just plain old Georgia collards right here, and very late in the season. But like I said, I started 3 months ago and things didn't work out. Here is some Malabar spinach. Is another one that's primary for the summer, and I've grown it very well, very easy before on the balcony, but because I had trouble with the soil, I had to start over, and this was just a few weeks ago. And I'll show you in a minute one that's been going for 3 or 4 months. It looks like a bonsai. These are the papaya. They grow rather tall, so I can't grow them on the balcony, but I found some places to transplant them. But I just the other day ordered some new seeds, and these are miniature dwarf papaya. They're growing in these pots where the seeds are. I just put them in a couple days ago. Then we have parsley that I've grown before, and over there are some baby bok choy. And over here, you can see these are the Malabar spinach that have been growing for months. They just grew up that tall and they stopped. And the company had me send the soil sample from what I had purchased to them so they could see what was going on, because other people left reviews that they had the similar problem with their soil from the company. Let's take a look at the Moringa. Oh, these are the plants that I transplanted just the other day. You can see the Malabar spinach and the passion fruit. I'm going to grow a couple passion fruit on the balcony just to see what happened. These are the Moringa. They're coming up pretty good. Once they get about 3.5 foot tall, I'll start cutting them off and using them in soups and so on. And there's a little jicama growing down there. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but yeah, the Moringa grew. This is that soil from Kellogg. The Moringa grew in that soil, but most of the other plants did not grow. Right now I'm using the Miracle Grow. Right now I'm using the Miracle Grow all-purpose, but I was using the Kellogg's raised bed potting mixed, and that didn't work out at all. So I want to tell you, one of the spots I found to grow is right by a canal, and there's a bunch of trees, and there's a big bunch of piles of dirt that are overgrown with weeds right next to some woods. And if you walk over the pile of dirt, there's a little pond. It is hidden away, and it looks so cool. And some people have been there before because they put some chairs. But I went over there and I found it, and it's such a relaxing place, hidden away. It's hard, if you live in the city, it's hard to find some place that you're completely, alone with nature. And it's such a wonderful area. I'm going to be putting some plants over there, and I'll take you on a visit over there. You can see what it's like. All right, that's the visit for the lazy garden. So basically, on my balcony, I'm just going to be growing for myself some Malabar spinach and the parsley and stuff that I've grown before. And the rest of it, I'll just be transplanting different areas that I found that looks like it might grow well. So, I also have some nasturtium coming because I found out you can eat the nasturtium leaves and flowers, and that's another plant that most of the animals don't like. So if you have a garden space, you're always troubled by animals. Um, Even here where I live, I had some plants that were eaten by the ducks and the iguanas. So, all right. Well, that's the. Oh yeah, this is for that place I told you by the pond and around the trees. I bought this wind chime for $10 on Amazon, or $11. I'm gonna hang it from the trees by the pond. And even though I probably won't go over there maybe once a month, it'll be hanging over there, so making noise in the wind. It gives me pleasure. Alright guys, good morning.